Michael, what would be the core principles around fielding from a coaching point of view?
From a coaching point of view, you want coaches to enjoy, I think, fielding and feel as if they're part of the team unit, primarily. Also, from a sort of specific point of view when it comes to the fielders themselves, you want them to be quick and agile and strong and powerful, quite explosive, and then also just to be able to attack the ball, to maybe just really want the ball almost, and have that real competitive edge. And also concentration, the sort of mental aspects, tactical awareness about what's going on in the field, where the batter's hitting the ball, and where the bowler's trying to bowl, and the sort of game plans in and around sort of what the captain's trying to do. So would be my sort of general outlook on what.
In terms of as a coach, how do you make fielding interesting, and how do you make it realistic for the players?
Okay, I think in terms of setting up practices which are fun, I think primarily, and enjoyable, add a bit of competition in there, a few races, that sort of thing, minus points, bonus points for fumbling or making a good stop, making a good throw, and then also developing that into fielding scenarios, where you're actually putting them in, got maybe a batter in, doing a bit of running, or putting a fielder under pressure, maybe put them in scenarios saying like this is the last 5 overs of the game or last ball of the game, you've got to take this catch to try and win it. So and also just trying to sort of develop into as much realism as possible, rather than just sort of maybe sitting on a catch it as such, or get the bowling machine out and try and hit off their catch it and try and develop things like that.
Here we go.
What do you believe the basic principles around a good fielder are?
Yeah, fielding we do a huge amount of here, and certainly in the senior squad that match a lot of test nations around the world, and a lot of the philosophy comes about being fit, agile, and having strong throwing arms. And that's something again we work during the summer months, just building the throwing technique so that when they reach under 19s or higher, that they have strong throwing arms. But I think before that, the agility and the flexibility, and that starts at a young age as well. Again, hard work, repetitive drills, lots of fun and energy in coaching sessions, be it pre-session or after session, but hard work, making it fun and making sure that they enjoy the fielding drills as well, because it can drag on. A lot of them want to spend a lot of time in the nets just hitting balls, but we're quite different here. We get them out active and fit, agile, strong throwing arms will be the key.
What would be your core principles around fielding?
Around fielding, I do think the more you do, the better you get, and I think a big thing is putting yourself under pressure. So a lot of the drills that we do with the senior team around the camp would be about overloading players, and if you think 2020 cricket, a bowler might be in the action bowling, and then next thing he's got a diving catch to make on the boundary, so it's being able to switch on under pressure and execute skills under pressure, and when you're physically tired, being able to repeat sort of solid, good technique. So I guess there's two phases to it. One is getting that technique, whether it's throwing drills, and obviously we look at baseball quite a lot in terms of some of our technique, But then putting that technique under pressure, so that in a match situation, okay, it might be physical pressure in training, but that maybe will equate to the mental pressure of 40,000 people watching you and having to make that catch under pressure. So it's replicating pressure. We like to keep things simple, so that guys are doing as much match specific sort of fielding practice as possible. If they're a point, we can hit some balls at them at point and get them to throw under pressure to hit stumps at either end. So things like that, keeping it specific. In terms of what a good fielder needs, I guess if you look at probably one of our best fielders, William Porterfield, he's extremely good at anticipating. He stays very low to the ground, and he's not afraid to throw himself around and get behind the ball. And there's this almost aggressive intent about him to get to that ball first, get down and stop it.